The Jordan 3 Black Cement released recently. How did it go? We're going to discuss it this time on Fire Footwear. Welcome back to Fire Footwear, everybody. As always, I'm your host, Matt Freites, and today we're going to talk about the Jordan 3 Black Cement. This is a shoe that is iconic in sneakers. It's actually probably many people's favorite sneaker of all time. And while I don't share that opinion, spoiler alert, it doesn't mean that I don't appreciate the history of it. This is a shoe that means a lot to a lot of people. And so when Nike and Jordan Brand re-release a retro of this magnitude, people are going to be buzzing about it. And this release went down with a shock drop and a regular drop, and a lot of people were able to cop this shoe. Here's the thing, though. A lot of people are talking about this release, and the reason that they're talking is not for anything good. The Jordan 3 in many ways saved Jordan Brand and made it what it is today. That story is iconic. Nike had to take a chance to make sure that Michael Jordan stayed with the brand, and so they took a chance on Tinker Hatfield, who had had a home run with the Air Max 1. Tinker Hatfield went directly to Michael Jordan to find out what he wanted in a shoe, the direct antithesis to what happened with the Jordan 2, and the rest is history. Jordan Brand was made, Michael stayed. Here we are on the precipice in 2025 of the Air Jordan 40. And the Black Cement colorway, I think, is the representative of the Jordan 3 in many people's eyes, and probably in the culture's eyes. And there's a reason for that. It's iconic in many ways. And so whenever Nike comes out with a retro of this, people are excited, as I said. And now that we've seen the results, what we've seen is another inconsistent release of a Jordan retro. And maybe that's not the case for everybody. I just want to say that. It doesn't necessarily mean that every single shoe was bad. But one of the things that I think happens far too often in this industry is we see inconsistency across the board as it relates to these shoes. Inconsistent materials, inconsistent embossing of elephant print, glue stains, bad stitching, you name it. There's just a lot of problems that seem to happen with these releases, and it's disappointing for a lot of people. Why do I bring it up? Well, not because I feel like we're entitled, because I haven't been in the game long enough to know exactly how all of these releases has gone down, what the quality of all of them was. What I do know is that Jordan Brand has at least made an attempt to make this look as close to the original as possible. And as somebody who loves the history of sneakers, I definitely appreciate that a lot. But at the end of the day, every single time we go to buy shoes, it feels like we're paying more and more money for these shoes. These companies are asking more and more of us, not just in the volume of sneakers that they're releasing, but the prices that they're asking. We are spending thousands and thousands, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars on sneakers every year. And what do we all want? We want quality to come with that because our money is hard earned. It's not given to us mostly. And so Nike and Jordan Brand need to do a better job in making sure that this quality happens on a more consistent level. We know that they have the resources. We know that they have the money. But I do think sometimes that Nike and Jordan Brand have kind of rested on their laurels a little bit, and they just assume that sneakerheads are going to buy anything that comes out, especially if it's an OG colorway. And what I'm here to tell you is that we need to speak a little bit louder and a little bit more firmly, not just with our voices, but with our wallets too. Don't buy something, again, if it's not quality. Return it. Just because you want to say that you have a Black Cement 3 doesn't mean that your money should go to buy a subpar product. It just shouldn't. And if we want these brands to be accountable, if we want our money to feel like it's going towards something that is quality, the only way we're going to do that is by voting and voicing with our wallets. And so I beg you to do that. I would love to know how your Black Cement 3 pair came out. A lot of people's probably came out fire. Admittedly, I did not go out for this shoe because the hot take that I have is I don't really think the Black Cement 3 is that great of a shoe. But that's the thing about sneakers. There's something for everybody, and you should buy what you like, wear what you like. It doesn't matter. You should do whatever it is that makes you happy and wear whatever it is that makes you feel good. I'd love to know your story about the Black Cement 3. Let me know down in the comments. Let me know if you have other iterations, the 2012, the 2018, the 2024. I'd love to hear about the differences. Of course, I'd love to hear your story on the Fire Footwear Hotline. Area code 202-643-9170 is the way to do that. If you haven't liked and subscribed yet, please do so. I hope this finds everybody well. I hope this finds everybody safe, and I'll see you all down the road. This is Fire Footwear.